Thanks for staying on with us. This is Markets at Noon. Just a quick look at where the markets are right now. Down 0.2% for the frontliners, but mind you, the broader markets are seeing a little bit of stretch downwards. You've got the mid-cap index, which is currently off by 0.6%. Vodafone Idea, BOB, BHEL, Infratel, IndusInd, Indigo, those are some of the casualties in today's trading session. But let's get a move on then and connect with the management of a logistics group, Empezar Group, and we've got Divij Taneja, who is now joining in. He's the managing director. Thanks so much for taking time out. Now, you know, due to the pandemic, we've seen different modes of transport that have remained skewed and inefficient. Can you help us understand what the current scenario looks like on this front for logistics?
There's a shortage of manpower because of the migrations and the people moving back and forth. But the market is recovering. Certain areas are more affected than the others. Gujarat, Mundra, for one, seems to be fairly stable as of right now. But the others remain affected and they're coming back to normal soon.
Right, sir, I just wanted to understand that, you know, with the local lockdowns happening in, you know, how are you managing your strategy? Because, you know, suddenly things can just change. So is that having an impact on the overall strategy that, you know, you would want to implement before you restart in a full way?
Well, very frankly, we are a very tech-based company. We have a lot of patterns, a lot of data working for us. So during these times, being able to predict an outcome or fairly accurately predict an outcome keeps you on top. So we have been able to, of late, through at least our tech companies, manage the show pretty well. And it has seen us, in fact, grow pretty much during the COVID times.
Okay. Now, Divij, what about, you know, the local transportation of container and body trucks? How's that shaping up? Because each state seems to be announcing a different set of rules in light of the surging cases. Has this in any way affected your supply chain ecosystem? And how soon do you think we can see a normalization of costs?
See, supply chains have broken. Let's be very frank about it. Some supply chains are recovering, some are more robust. And what we've noticed is there is generally a higher state of congestion here, and that is slowing things down. But I think the worst is behind us. Things are getting stable, things are getting moving. And as far as what we are seeing practically on a day-to-day basis, we are almost back to normal levels.
Right. Right. You know, how would you look at the importance of logistics going ahead? How would you see things that have been changing? Certain amendments have happened. How would you look at things going ahead and importance of logistics, you know, especially at a time when people now have certain amount of uncertainty that they would always have to deal with, at least in the near term?
See, the dream is the 5 trillion economy. And if you look at it, the manufacturing is heavily dependent on logistics. So going forward, there is no doubt that there is a huge scope. I believe the health of any economy is represented by its logistics setup. So obviously the government is being very helpful. They have come out with a lot of soft infra to keep things moving. I believe it will come around, but there has to be obviously a positive attitude to get it moving.
All right, we'll let you go on that note. Appreciate you taking the time out, Divij, and sharing with us the outlook as to how business is shaping up in the lockdown. Quick break, be right back with more.